Thank you for joining us today, Mr. Stein. Can you tell us a bit about your life before the Second World War?
Thank you. I was born in Frankfurt in 1933, the same year Hitler came to power. Life was simple. There was music, and my father played the violin in the local symphony. We all played around, laughed a lot at home. I remember long dinners with my family and playing with my younger sister. I really miss her. Things started to change though.
What were some of the first changes you noticed?
At first, they had these rules. Then came the Nuremberg laws, which stripped us of our citizenship. Jewish people, my people, lost our jobs. I was forced out of school when I was just 6. My friends and neighbors stopped talking to me. Suddenly, it felt like we didn't belong in our own country.
Do you remember what happened on Kristallnacht?
Yes, I was really young, only 5 or something, but I can still hear the glass shattering. That night, all the shops and synagogues owned by my people were attacked across Germany. Our synagogue was burned down. My father was taken by the Nazis and held in a concentration camp for several weeks. When he came back, he wasn't the same.
How did your life change after that?
After the invasion on Poland, things got worse. In 1941, they took us away from our homes and sent us to a ghetto in Poland. It was overcrowded and disgusting. Food was scarce. We shared a small room with another family, maybe 2. My little sister, she died that winter from pneumonia. I still think about her.
What happened after the ghetto?
In 1944, we were loaded onto trains and taken to Auschwitz, when we arrived, my mother and my sister were separated from us and we never saw them again. I told them I was 16 so I could be put to work, but I was actually only 11.
Can you describe what it was like in the camp?
It was a terrible place. We worked long hours, wearing cold, thin clothes, with barely any food to keep us alive. I caught typhus. I would have died if it weren't for another prisoner, Thomas, who shared his bread with me. He didn't survive, but he saved my life.
How were you freed?
In January 1945, maybe, the Red Army arrived. The Nazis had already tried to destroy the evidence of what they had done, but they were unsuccessful. I was barely alive, weighing as much as like a baby. The soldiers gave us food, water, and treated us kindly. It was the first time I felt any sense of human again.
Where did you go after the war?
I was sent to a refugee camp in Italy. I was 12, alone and sick. Aid groups gave us food and clothes. In, I think, 1948, I was brought to Australia through a refugee program. A foster family took me in. I learned carpentry and started slowly building a new life for myself.
How did you manage to keep going?
You never truly forget, but sometimes I found meaning again. I got married, I had kids, and I worked hard. I still have nightmares about everything, but I choose to share my story to honor those who went through my same struggles and didn't survive, like my little sister.
What message would you like young people to hear today?
Don't ignore the hatred. Genocide doesn't begin with violence. It starts with prejudice, silence, and people looking away. Learn your history and speak up when you see injustice. This is how we protect and make a better future.
Thank you, Mr. Stein, for your honesty and courage in sharing your story.
Why am I here again?